content you won't find anywhere else. Catch the biggest plays, the best goals, and the stories that matter most. Be part of the conversation and stay close to the club every single day. Follow Chattanooga FC on social media and never miss a moment. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Game day in my house is everything. I get out of class, I grab my gear, and get to the game because I can't wait. And my dad, he does the same thing. He's a high school sports official. He makes the tough calls, stays cool under pressure, and knows ball like nobody else. I want to be just like him. You can too. Sign up at highschoolofficials.com.
Today's broadcast presentation is the property of the National Sports Broadcast Network and NSBNsports.com. This broadcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or distributed in any form without the express written consent of NSBN. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. For permissions or licensing, please contact NSBN. We appreciate you tuning in. This is the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNsports.com.
Delivered perfectly to the back of the net.
Now we go back to Gabriel Schrei for more live coverage.
Chattanooga FC live at Sportsplex at Matthews in North Carolina, taking on Crown Legacy FC tonight. Looking for a big win in league play. They could use the points. A lot happened over the last couple of days. So first, we listen back to all of the action from the U.S. Open Cup match against Atlanta United between Chattanooga and Atlanta United. Live from the hills of southeast Tennessee at Fort Finley, we get one of the most compelling matchups in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup round of 32 between the Chattanooga Football Club and Atlanta United. Chattanooga has made the climb from amateurism through NISA as a professional club into MLS Next Pro. We're ready to go. Zeros on the board. Our first 3/4 of an hour starts right now. Tate Robertson drives it along over the top. Shiap's got the ball. Is he onside? Into the 6, and he scores! Shiap scores early for Chattanooga Football Club. 1-0. CFC leads Atlanta United in the 6th minute. Chattanooga, a big showing at home. A fun night in Tennessee as always. Fun for the whole family. CFCTix.com. Looking forward to seeing you next time at Fort Finley in Chattanooga. A little recap of all the action at the home of Chattanooga FC, Finley Stadium. And yeah, you can be with us next time. Would love to have you grab some tickets and join us. Very affordable, family fun. This is the press conference after the loss. Obviously disappointed in the U.S. Open Cup and disappointing to lose any match, but it's Atlanta United. And so overall, an interesting evening. This is players and staff afterwards.
That you talked about just performing with those guys on the MLS side. Just how do you feel about this one? I know the other great pass there from you and seemed like a quality outing for you too out there.
Yeah, obviously first and foremost, they're a good team. You know, they're a pretty expensive team as well, so they have some serious players. I think obviously we started the game well, and I think in moments it's we can hang with these teams and these players. Obviously the consistency over the course of 90 minutes is the decisions and the deciding factors. But obviously, we want to take more from the game, but we can take a few positives going into Crown on the weekend.
Did you just see that opening there, just to put it right over the top, or what did you see from Yves there too?
Yeah, he made a good run, and I was fortunate enough just to find him. And obviously, we spoke a few days ago. The hardest thing's doing to put the ball in the back of the net. So if I can put the ball in the right spots for my teammates to make plays and score goals, then we're doing right things.
Is that something I looked at in film when Atlanta United pushes the fullbacks up high, you can go over the top?
Yeah, obviously, we have when we can exploit their width and their height, and we have fast guys in the wings. Made a good run. Obviously, I was fortunate enough to play a decent ball in, and he did the rest. So yeah, we can definitely pick teams apart that way.
You switched to a kind of a central midfield role, a playmaker role this season from your traditional right back. Going quite well. How did it feel playing in that position against soccer team?
Yeah, I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable in both spots. The team needs me in midfield at the moment, so Rich says jump, I say how high kind of thing. So yeah, just comfortable. I like getting there. I like playing wide right back. So yeah, just whatever the team needs, I'll do.
Obviously, you guys want to pull out the upset, but what positives can you take from the performance showing that you guys could hang with the highest level of soccer?
And that is Tate Robertson during the press conference after the U.S. Open Cup match against Atlanta United.
Across cities, across teams, across the country, one moment brings it all together.
Fighting for possession as it's sent to the other side of the six, and a howitzer is buried.
The crowd rises, the stakes get higher, and under the lights, anything can happen. This is where rivals meet.
Back for it, a foot race, he's got it, and finished beautifully.
Where heroes are made, where the game comes alive.
From the spot, banged off the keeper and cleared.
This is prime time.
Touchdown!
This is the National Sports Broadcast Network.
Pro side soccer action moments away from kicking off. Glad to have you along for the ride. I'm Gabriel Fry, and this promises to be a good one. Chattanooga looking to bounce back from a disappointing loss against a tough Atlanta United side. And the starting 11 tonight, Mangarov and Krell up front. In midfield, Garcia, Robertson, Huzakiewski, Barker, John. On the back line, Sorensen, Kohler, Sarsar, and Chayep. Jakupovic getting the nod between the sticks for Chattanooga Football Club. Back and looking to continue his successful season for the side from North Carolina, Crown Legacy FC. The front line is going to be Berchamas, Bong, Uchegbu, Koulibaly, John, and Mendoza in midfield. Camden, Neely, Johnson, and Cleary on the back line, and Surratt getting the start in goal tonight for Crown Legacy Football Club. They'll look to defend their home turf against Chattanooga Football Club. Good crowd at Sportsplex at Matthews. A beautiful day for the beautiful game. Folks are awaiting kickoff between Chattanooga and Crown Legacy FC. Chattanooga on the road wearing their sky blues. They'll work from right to left in this first half. At home wearing whites with dark blue accents, working left to right. Crown Legacy Football Club. Stolen away from Chattanooga on the opening kick as we're just seconds in. Left off long to Krell, who's got it alongside the 18 already. Dished back out front, and Chattanooga almost has it stolen away. They will maintain possession. Flip forward, their man is tripped up in the call. Early call for Chattanooga. What a start. Amin Hadzik, the referee, makes the signal. The free kick coming just yards in front of the 18. He's assisted by Nicholas Lopez, Marcus Moss, and Kevin Broadley, the fourth official today. Chattanooga, an early chance on the set piece. Standing by, Hadzik waiting to give the signal. He's directing traffic down on the edge of the 18. Allows a three-man micro wall in front of Chattanooga. CFC will do their best to take advantage of what they have. Making some adjustments on the edge of the area. Just in the second minute, still scoreless. Chattanooga, a quick steal and rush was broken up. On top of the ball, Tate Robertson banged off of the three-man wall. It's going to roll back toward midfield, and Chattanooga will run a full reset back to Jakupovic. He'll take over with the ball. Eldin Jakupovic walking it down towards center field. Chattanooga bends this long over the top. CFC is going to find Garcia. Back to him on the edge of the wing on the close side. Garcia leaves it off for the end line. Mangadov runs it down and centers it, but Surratt onto the ball, and Crown Legacy clears it to midfield. Chaotic opening couple of moments as Crown Legacy is battling Chattanooga early and quickly. These two sides pretty close statistically. Typically, Crown Legacy producing almost 20 shots per match. Chattanooga down just over a dozen. Shots on goal are 7 to 5.8. Crown Legacy leading that as well. Blocked shots, Crown Legacy's blocking 7 per match. Chattanooga 3.5. The total passes just under 400 for both clubs. And passing accuracy 85% for Crown Legacy, 80 for Chattanooga. We're going to see a corner for Crown Legacy. They sent it long. It was last touched by Chattanooga and rolled off. And CFC back in a defensive shell as the Sportsplex at Matthews sees its first corner of the match. Third minute almost over. Here's the bend long over the top by CLFC. Banged away by Chattanooga. Well played by Kohler on the back line. Nathan sees that coming and pushes it out. Left off to the end line on the close side now, all the way down on the right. Knifes around a man, and Crown Legacy can't enter into the 18-yard box efficiently as it's intentionally pushed off by Chattanooga. They'll have back-to-back corners now from the other side. Aaron John will be the one to send it in. Aaron John has been so successful for this Crown Legacy side. He's been a real menace. John, off the signal. Aaron bends it long over the top. Chattanooga clears it again. And again, it's Nathan Kohler. Banged out of there on a header as it was almost returned on an aerial volley. Collected by Crown Legacy. Back to the 18 on the left side. Knifing his way through, fires a shot, and it rolls all the way through, but wide of the stick on the right by just inches. Very close to opening this thing 1-0 as we roll into the beginning of the 5th minute. My goodness, what an opportunity. Berchamus took it up on the left side of the 18, knifed his way through. There's a ton of traffic out front and almost delivered that home. Chattanooga on the road facing the league leaders. They've been fantastic so far this season. Quick turnaround as well after the loss to Atlanta United, 3-1. Round of 32. Chaya bagged his first goal for Chattanooga in that match. Chattanooga earned a 3-1 win over Orlando City B in last week's league action, thanks to Barker John and Alex McGrath leading the way. Chattanooga 5th in league standings, 3-2-1, 10 points overall. Chattanooga is pressing up as Aaron John has it on the back line. Long, winding feed collected. Crown Legacy through midfield, cuts to the inside, and taken away by Chattanooga on an errant pass. CFC's Fareed Sarsar. This is going to be collected and given to Jakupovic, who pushes it out. Still clean. No damage yet between these two as we've got eggs on the board and we're in the 6th minute of play. Saturday, the 2nd of 3 scheduled meetings this season with Crown Legacy for Chattanooga. The season series will come to an end on August 23rd on the road. Chattanooga 2-4-1, one shootout win against Crown Legacy dating back through 2024 in league play. Chattanooga out to midfield, banged around a defender, and the long feed is connected. Chattanooga's got it down on the attacking third, outside of the 18, bent through for the 6 and nodded away initially. CFC fighting to regather. Robertson can't get it. Hauled in by Chattanooga and bent to the back line. Farid Sarsar connects on the far side. Chiup is run down, no call initially, and they're going to let him play on. Crown Legacy takes over with a football in the 7th minute. Still scoreless. Richard Dixon tries to look at other teams' trends throughout the season. Crown Legacy is working their way downfield as I walk you through that. They're going to pass it to the back line, still looking to press and attack. Played them in that first game of the season, but he wasn't too focused on analysis then. They were focused on just getting momentum. They tried to prepare some possibilities for this. Top of the division, scoring a lot of goals. His words were, we need to make sure we're on the same page when preparing for where they're at and where they've got the ball. They're 5-0-1, 5 wins, 1 draw. Top of the Eastern Conference, 17 total points. 6 points out ahead of second place New York and the Red Bulls. They've got 11. Unbeaten, earned the extra point in that 3-3 draw against Toronto FC in their last match on the 12th, just a week ago. Roped forward and Chattanooga disrupts. It's going to roll off, so it'll be a throw-in for Crown Legacy in the final third as they're attacking. 7th minute is gone. Welcome to the 8th. We're still scoreless. Crown Legacy backwards toward midfield all the way down on the far side from the touchline. Ropes it back to the center field stripe. They're closer to the far side. Near the circle, passed in front of it, now back through it. All the way from the midfield stripe into the attacking third. Left off and intercepted by Chattanooga, who delivers a pass to Garcia on the center field stripe. It's banged all around and rolls off for Crown Legacy. Berchamas scored in his first team debut on Wednesday night against Charlotte Independence. Mbong paced the rest of the group with 3 goals and an assist. Awako signed to the first team for the club lead. Ball's going to roll off on a long pass. Crown Legacy looking down the left touchline and couldn't connect. Near the end of the pitch, it rolls off. Chattanooga goal kick. Jakupovic fakes this on a quick one to Kohler. Instead, he's going to hold on to the ball for a moment. Chattanooga airs this out for midfield in our 9th minute. Popped off, rolled to the circle. Going forward, Crown Legacy FC. Going to walk backwards for just a moment, and the long winding feed collected after traveling through vacant space. Crown Legacy having some trouble getting through midfield. Chattanooga bringing a lot of pressure. Down the back line goes Crown Legacy. They're 20 yards behind midfield. Now they'll flick it through. Down the touchline, Crown Legacy FC. Banged around, getting around 2 defenders. He's going to be harassed as he walks it into the 18. Rolled out front, CLFC nutmegs the official. Fires a shot. It bangs and rolls off over the end line. Almost able to put that on the sticks. Instead, harmlessly skeeters off of the pitch. Corner kick coming. Aaron John will deliver. A great opportunity pulled together by Koulibaly. Signaled from the side of the pitch. Long feed over the top. It rattles around and can't be collected by CLFC. Chattanooga takes it just on the edge of the 18 and skies it to midfield. That'll do it for our first 10 minutes. Goal kick, Chattanooga. Saying that went out just over the end line. Jakupovic taking his time. Beautiful, beautiful Saturday evening. The sunshine cutting through Sportsplex at Matthews. Nice balmy 75 degrees. Little breeze cutting through the stadium. You can see the bugs and the pollen swarming out in the sunshine. Ball from the back line delivered long across for Crown Legacy. Left off into the wing on the close side and cleared into the 18 where Aldine will intentionally send this off. Chattanooga's man goes down hard. Potentially intentionally tripped up. And following that, Chattanooga will take over with the ball. Eldin Jakupovic to do the honors. He'll throw the signal and hammer this. Sent long over the top beyond midfield, all the way down to the attacking third. It's rejected in the air by Crown Legacy. Set up high by Sorensen. Chattanooga roves under this on the aerial play. Kick backwards, Kohler connects. And Farid doesn't like what he's seeing as far as pressure goes. So return. Uchegbu chases the ball. Sent to the far side, and Mbongwe is going to be creating trouble for Chattanooga. Crown Legacy will throw in. A dozen minutes played, still scoreless in North Carolina. CLFC in the final third, threatening to attack the 18, passing it all around, knitting the ball back and forth across the top of the grass. They've circulated from one wing all the way, threatening to go to the close wing. Instead, they reverse fields and go back to the center field circle. Neely, his pass tagged up and delivered quickly across by Johnson. Didn't like it. Now Cleary again. Sent long over the top by Crown Legacy for the end line, and unable to reach this in time as it rolls off. And what a big amount of pressure Crown Legacy is creating early. It feels like a track meet. They're just trying to do this thing where they pitch it over the top, get to the ball. We're seeing a lot more bunker and counter in pro soccer this year. And we're seeing a lot of guys like this system, coaches I mean, and guys, where you get a really fast wing or a big physical wing who is a bit fast, and you just pitch the ball over the top and see if you can get them onside, catch them with the ball, let them take a shot. Almost 14 played as we're halfway through our 14th minute. It's scoreless in North Carolina. Banged around, it's pulled in at midfield. Working with this, Uchegbu. He's going to cut upfield on the left side, driving towards the final third. He's into it. Left off just in front of the wing. Crown Legacy, the feed to the end line. He misfired, and it rolls off. Thought he had the connection with Uchegbu. Cleared out to midfield. Crown Legacy returns this towards the attacking third, and Chattanooga can't take it away as Uchegbu is right there. CFC will throw in. That's a good play by Uchegbu and Crown Legacy to keep Chattanooga from getting the ball. Knotted from midfield, couldn't collect, pushed back and rolled across towards the center field stripe. Tagged up by CLFC. Delivered forward. Quick connection to the midfielder, Koulibaly. And he doesn't like what he's seeing, so he goes back to Johnson. Camden wants the pass and will get it along the sideline near midfield. Back to him, Camden. Tagged up Koulibaly around Garcia, who kicks it away. Almost got the tackle instead. Crown Legacy sends it long, but Uchegbu is well offside and can't touch the ball as he lets it roll to the keeper. Good heads-up play by Uchegbu, avoiding the offside, and obviously Jakupovic right there to gather the football as we remain scoreless. A quarter of an hour gone between CLFC and CFC. Sent back inside and covered quickly by Jakupovic. He won't cover it up. He'll kick it underway. In front of his own 18, it's roped all around by Chattanooga. Delivered long by Kohler for Sorensen. Chattanooga back to Tate Robertson, who is running things. Robertson rolls this to the circle. Backwards, Chattanooga tagged up looking for that feed. Kicked forward and brushed to the inside in the final third, looking to get an attack going, and it's misfired as it bangs around off a defender. Collected at midfield, and the call by Hadzik. The official blowing that dead. After it rattled around, Chattanooga going to take the kick. Kohler to Tate Robertson. The man from Springfield doesn't like what he sees. Return to the back line, Farid Sarsar. Backwards again to Farid after he tried to push it forward, and all the way to Jakupovic as the house comes crashing down on Chattanooga. Crown Legacy's front four are attacking. Chattanooga maintains possession. Jakupovic throwing his arms into the air, looking a bit frustrated. Trying to regather. Chattanooga gets it, and Kohler skies this away. Run down at midfield, and the call made against Neely for Crown Legacy, who's going to provide a free kick to Chattanooga at midfield. Big collision. Rolled backward from midfield. Chattanooga lets this go to the keeper. Not liking that. Again, return forward. Eldin Jakupovic will take it and sky this over the top for Chattanooga. Rolling long, and it'll go all the way back to Sodet, the keeper. He's looking to go to Camden instead. Going to hang on to it for just a moment and deliver to Neely. Neely to the other center back, Johnson. Back and forth, pitch and catch. Johnson and Camden, now Neely again, looking to the close side. Wants to go to Will Cleary instead, trying to knife it forward through vacant space. Chattanooga got a lot of pressure on the circulation. Here come Crown Legacy FC down the touchline on the far side. Cuts his way to the inside. Chattanooga disrupts, regathered, trying to fight this through. Roped across on a quick pass in the 18th minute. About to roll into the 19th where we're scoreless as Crown Legacy goes back to midfield. A little too much pressure there. Didn't like what they were seeing. Trying it long, Chattanooga from midfield. They're going to go up to Crow. Alex leaves it off into the 18 on the attack and blown dead by Hadzik. Saying he was offside on that feed from Krell. Good ball, though. Krell takes it up on a 30-yard dish from the center field stripe. He is just beyond the 18. He is clearly onside. Wanted to flick it just in the wing on the 18 and instead called offside. Here's a quick pass out to midfield and forward, trying to get that last connection, and Chattanooga strips it away, unable to enter. That is taken right off of the boots of Mendoza. Chattanooga through to midfield and blown dead as this rolls off. CFC will maintain possession on the throw-in. Waiting for the throw-in. CFC ropes this toward the circle. Somehow fit through traffic. Long ball over the top for Chattanooga. Trying to stay on sides as it's run down by Garcia in the corner. He's got it for CFC. Boys in blue back to the edge of the wing. Sorensen takes it up. Robinson around a man. Harassed and back to Tate. Tate is going to go all the way to midfield and tag it up to Farid Sarsar. Rolled to the far side over the top of the grass, looking to work down the touchline. A lot of pressure. Doesn't like what he sees, so away from Burcham as Chattanooga returns this all the way to their keeper. Crown Legacy playing up with a little bit of pressure. Floated over to Robertson. Tate enters this toward the circle. Sorensen trying to avoid his man. Uchegbu bangs it off. Around Aaron John now. Long ball by Chattanooga left off to the backside. Corner of the 18. Barker John can't knife around Uchegbu as it's taken away by Crown Legacy in the 21st minute. Crown Legacy fighting forward. Chattanooga battling and banging around. And the call against CFC as Crown will maintain possession just beyond midfield. quickly kicked underway by Crown Legacy. Scoreless in our 21st minute. And it's going to pinball through on a feed. Tried from the center field stripe to go down to the attacking third. Crown Legacy is disrupted. And it rolls off over the end line. Chattanooga will take over with the ball. 22nd minute, Jakupovic taking his time getting us back underway. Clearly intentional, strategic perhaps. Burning up clock as this is sent long out to center field. In the middle third, popped over the top twice and tagged up by Bongwei. Tries to go forward and called dead. Koulibaly collided with a Chattanoogan. And something about it Hadzik didn't like, so the referee blows this dead right behind the circle for Chattanooga, who will take over with a kick. Chattanooga FC standing by for the kick and ready to go as this is rolled forward. CFC now backward to Kohler. On the close side, 20 yards back from midfield, skied over the top. Chattanooga looking for the last connection. Krell's got it in the wing, down to the end line, out front of the 6. It's popped into the air, and Aaron John nods it away from the penalty arc. About 20 yards back from the 18. Roped forward again. Chattanooga has it rejected. Tate Robertson will gather and keep it rolling away from that attacking third. Back to Fareed Sarsar, who is 25 yards behind midfield, and it's a full reset as they give it to the keeper, Eldine. Not liking what they're seeing and sent forward as this won't go either. Try to the long connection from midfield and somehow disrupted. It was last touched by Chattanooga, and so the ball maintained possession by Crown Legacy. CLFC kicks it quickly. Koulibaly to the far touchline, working forward toward the final third, entering feed, and can't center it up, so running away from Chattanooga back toward midfield. Across, looking for Cleary, and stopped on a call by Hadzik. Too much contact for Hadzik's liking. He blows that dead, and will give a free kick to Crown Legacy. They're midway between center field and the final 18, as it's about, we'll call it 50 feet from the goal. A good opportunity coming together for Chattanooga. Or rather for Crown Legacy, excuse me. Against Chattanooga, as I should say. Crown Legacy going to roll it backwards to center field. Looking to get back on the attack. Tag back and forth. Delivered across. Handled by Johnson. He's going to sky it over the top, looking for Cleary. Looking to get to connection down near the end line. Rolled out front and pushed away by Chattanooga. CFC is able to deflect this. It's goal kick for Chattanooga Football Club. Nearly able to find a connection down inside of the 18 out front of the 6-yard box. Perfectly handled by Chattanooga FC defensively. Got a lot of bodies down in front of the area. Chattanooga getting back to work off the kick. Sends it just in front of their own 18. Banged off intentionally at center field. And returned immediately to Chattanooga. Sorensen will throw in alongside midfield. 25th minute, halfway over. We're scoreless in North Carolina. Floated forward, roped backward to try and get that connection, and no one there as it's going to continue to roll through midfield. Behind the circle and looking to the far side, Crown Legacy is on the defensive end. Back in a shell as Chattanooga skies this over the top to the 18. Down alongside it, entry beat by Garcia is knocked away intentionally over the end line. Crown Legacy, a good effort. Thought he had the final pass he needed. Neely is parked in front of the 6. Able to extend his leg, get a boot onto the ball, and clear it off over the end line. Corner coming from the close side. Chattanooga the signal. Mangodov standing just inside of play. Here's the bend over the top, nodded away initially. Uchegbu gathers, roped down toward midfield as it skeeters and is almost able to roll through. Chattanooga gets it back. Barker John trying to push it towards the 18, still down on the edge of the attacking third. Stolen away, pickpocketed by Chattanooga. Kicked across to Barker John. He enters the 18, rolls it backside and just wide by a couple of feet. CFC almost takes the lead 1-0 on the road. 27th minute arrives after a close scoring chance for the man who recorded a brace at MLS Next Pro play last weekend against Orlando City B. Very, very close to getting it done. Taken away by Chattanooga after a clearing feed to midfield and immediately blown dead by the referee Hadzik. A little too much contact for his liking near the stripe. Still behind that circle. Trying to go forward again and not liking what they're seeing. Crown Legacy is trying to roll out of that back third, but they want to draw Chattanooga out of position. Liking something down the close touchline. A long feed for the 18. Down in the wing, he's got it. Walking it back towards the center of the pitch is Uchegbu. Rolled forward, Aaron John, 20 yards back from the area, all the way to the circle, Neely. Kicked across to Johnson. He ropes it down to the touchline on the far side, just beyond the wing, and again, going to return to midfield. Trying to rotate, circulate, get the ball out of position from where Chattanooga is comfortable defending to force them to come up, press just a little bit, leaving them horribly out of position and giving the opportunity to score to Crown Legacy. Chattanooga holds steadfast a moment ago, but this time the pitch across to Uchegbu, almost able to gather as it's blown dead by Hadzik again, and possession awarded to Chattanooga. Sorensen and Kohler pitched and caught. Back and forth they go. Anthony tries it long over the top, looking for a feed down to Krell as he put too much sauce on it. It'll be thrown in by Cleary for Crown Legacy. Aaron John, the Wonder Kid, flipped across. Johnson, dish to Koulibaly. Koulibaly tries the far touchline right near midfield and behind the stripe. Crown Legacy doesn't like what they see going forward, so they return it to the back line. A couple of quick passes and a long feed through center field, poked away by Chattanooga. Crown Legacy regathers, this time it's Cleary. He's standing 2 foot behind the center field stripe and instead goes to the back line and Neely. Neely and Johnson connecting quickly. He tries to pass it through, and it's taken away by Chattanooga. And the call is sold and delivered to Chattanooga FC. Too much contact on the tackle results in CFC getting possession. Huszkiewski had his cleats taken out from under him. And a water break being called for. The signal for that in Crown Legacy Stadium.
For something fun for the whole
Sportsplex at
family?
Matthews will break as well.
Chattanooga FC has you covered. Bring everyone out to Finley Stadium for a night full of energy, excitement, and so much to do. It's a place where fans of all ages can come together and be part of something special. From the first whistle to the final moment, there's always something happening. Make it a night to remember with Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Lions Clubs International Foundation, LCIF, is helping people see a brighter future, one person at a time. Together with Lions volunteers around the world, LCIF provides life-changing vision care, responds to disasters, fights childhood cancer, supports those with diabetes, feeds the hungry, educates youth, and protects the environment. Through more than 20,000 grants totaling over $1.3 billion, LCIF helps create lasting change where it's needed most. Learn how you can help at lcif.org.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You're tuned into the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from nsbnsports.com.
Touchdown!
Now back to live coverage with Gabriel Schreiber.
Back in North Carolina, Sportsplex at Matthews as we are kicked underway out of the water break. Ball rolls long and over the end line. Possession to Crown Legacy as it's going to be flipped back and forth. Set it. Likes what he sees on the far side. Gets it right back. 33rd minute arrives. Still scoreless between these two. CLFC pitched it again. Back and forth. Playing that boring pitch and catch and almost like a bunker encounter. They're really spread out, though. I'm not sure if Chattanooga is playing so aggressively. Well, let me rephrase that. It feels like Chattanooga is playing so aggressively because they want to get that steal in the final third. Pitch through midfield. Crown Legacy has it stolen away by CFC just behind the center field stripe. They've got it working right to left down the touchline, the connection. Chattanooga's man is bowled over, and Johnson maintains possession for Crown Legacy. Thrown into their own back line immediately, kept away from Chattanooga, and delivered across. Cleary centers it up. Neely looking for help. He's got Johnson as Krell is chasing them from behind. Forward goes CLFC. The connection, not quite enough to break him loose. Roped down the touchline. Uchegbu takes it up. Dribble, wants to cut it into the 18 and banged over the top. Rolling for the end line, and it won't be gathered in time for Crown Legacy as it is going to be sent off of a Chattanoogan and out of play for a goal kick. For a corner kick. Crown Legacy threatening to attack in the final third. Now the corner will come from the close side. Quickly thrown on to Uchegbu. Bed inside, and Bongwei's shot goes long over the top. Cleared up onto the concourse, and now it's goal kick for Chattanooga and Eldine. Eldine's looked really good so far this year, and he's had quite the electric career. Lokomotiv Moscow, he's won the FA Cup, played so well in Russia, all over globally. He has tri-citizenship. Is that what you would call it? Is tri? 3 countries, represented his home nations internationally, played for so long in Europe, and also played for LAFC before joining Chattanooga Football Club. After the goal kick, Chattanooga bangs it around at midfield, can't collect. Crown Legacy trying to take it away on top of the stripe, and they do. CFC, their long feed down the left touchline, gathered in the 18, sent out front for the penalty arc. Chattanooga strips it away, and Robertson rolls this toward midfield, eliminating the threat of Crown Legacy. Taken by Garcia, he's free and running, a little bit of room to work with. 4 defenders, 2 Chattanoogans on the edge of the 18. He'll kick it back towards the center. Robertson feeds it down alongside the penalty arc over the corner of the area, fired into the 6 and bent over the top. Chattanooga's man is run down as he takes the shot. Good authority from Krell, a nice bend, but it goes over the top of the bar and Chattanooga can't capitalize. We've still got clean sheet in North Carolina. Really good opportunity came together for Chattanooga. Garcia sent it out front. Krell is right there. A lot of contact. Definitely would argue for a call if you were one-sided. Now Crown Legacy going to counter with an attack of their own. Sent long through down the left touchline all the way into the wing. Crown Legacy's got it. It's poked away by Chattanooga. CFC, Barker John back for the end line and sent skying toward midfield, but can't connect. Crown Legacy takes it down. Possession with a side from North Carolina as we played 36 minutes and have rolled into the 37th minute of action. CLFC taking their time, standing on top of the ball calmly is Johnson, wanting to draw some of those Chattanoogans out of position. Flicked forward, immediately back to center field, just in front of the stripe, delivered into the circle. Roped across for Cleary. It's a little long. They keep it alive with Chegbu, heavily defended by Robertson. Chattanooga back in a defensive shell. Sent long over the top. How did he stay on side? It's going to be rolled all the way through the 18 to the backside. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Wants to knife towards the 6, and it's cleared by Chattanooga momentarily. Regathered by Crown Legacy near midfield. They're trying to get back onto the attack. Crown Legacy pitched forward. Long ball is taken up in front of CFC's defenders. Around them, deep into the wing to Uchegbu, who's just inside the corner. Uchegbu walks his way into the 18, fed through for the 6 and knotted away by Chattanooga. Rolling down to the wing outside of the 18, and a collision results in the call by Hadzik. Chattanooga's man is down just in front of the area. Looks like Barker John is all right, but possession going the way of Chattanooga FC. Good opportunity for Uchegbu and company, and able to do everything he can. Nice e-brake move, goes around Sorensen, tried to feed it through to the 6, and Mangadov does what he does best, disrupts and flips that over the top. Goal kick, Jakupovic and Chattanooga. Eldine looking to do the honors. Bent over the top, just beyond midfield. Popped into the air, sailing down, and the collision results in CLFC taking possession. Too much for the liking of our referee. Now kicked back underway for midfield. Rolled to the back line for Crown Legacy. CLFC across. The connection. Neely delivers. Johnson forward. Somehow roped through and left off. Dangerous for Chattanooga. Crown Legacy onto the penalty arc. Banged off of a defender. Regathered Aaron John. Howitzer is cleared away by Nathan Kohler. What a save by Nathan Kohler. Unbelievable. He is there, perfect place, perfect timing, uses his body to deflect that. It rolls off over the end line for a goal kick, but a surefire scoring chance is stolen out of the jaws of Mongwe and Uchegbu. Aaron John right there thought he was going to clean it up. Nathan Kohler uses his hip inside and says, not going to happen. Flicked out front by Aaron John. Roped over the top. Bongwe sees this knocked out. Aerial feed by Chattanooga. Regathered by CLFC as they'll go all the way to midfield. And so that will take this standing out front of the 18. Delivered across. Quick feed for Crown Legacy. Bongwe to the back line and Johnson. He goes forward to Koulibaly, left off for Kemdem. Sent long for Crown Legacy. They're on the attack again. The rush fired off of Chattanooga's man. Regathered. Crown Legacy roped through to the right side of the 18. Bent over the top by Neely and popped into the air by CFC. Barker John keeps it going on another aerial feed. Still scoreless as we roll into the 41st, but Heating up, CLFC is bringing the pressure. Man blows a tire. Chattanooga takes it away. On the run out through midfield and looking for help. Eves leaves it off to the right side to Krell. Chiap cuts to the inside. Now going inside is Krell. Rolled across to the other side of the area just out front of it. Robertson leaves it off for Parker John. Centering feed is saved by Surratt. Unbelievable save. How did he get in front of the ball? Chattanooga, a perfect backdoor feed on the 6, is banged away by Surratt. CFC has it just in front of the far wing. Sky down for the 6, nodded away, tried the shot, and it's deflected again, unintentionally by a teammate. Chattanooga remains scoreless, but Parker John just generated the best scoring chance you're going to see in this first half. Oh my goodness, that was so close. He had his man right there, just in front of the 6. Nice delivery. Surratt dives, flailing, both arms overhead, gets one knee in the way, and it's enough to make the save as we've entered the 42nd minute, scoreless between these two sides. From Sportsplex at Matthews in North Carolina, Crown Legacy is fighting to maintain their undefeated season against Chattanooga. Now, they've had a lot of really high-quality rushes in this first half, and Chattanooga has had to fend them off and park the bus a little bit, right? Kind of bunker and counter, but they are heating up and bringing more and more pressure as this half goes on. Crown Legacy turned it over to Chattanooga on the long feed. CFC is going to send it back forward near midfield for the free kick. Waiting for the signal from the official. He's standing by. And there it is. We're going to be sent back underway. Sent long on a bend over the top by Jakupovic. Eldine's ball is nodded back and forth by Chattanooga in the air. CFC tries to enter towards the final third, and it's cleared by Crown Legacy. Take it in midfield. Chattanooga cuts to the inside. Garcia instead leaves it off behind the line alongside the circle. Robertson airs it out over the top. Chattanooga's got the ball inside of the 18. Back out front to Parker John. Banged off the defender, and it rolls off over the end line. Parker John, another great scoring chance, and it's deflected away perfectly by Neely. Sent back on Chattanooga. Robertson cuts to the front of the 18, looking to feed it down inside, in some trouble, and roped down toward the center of the field. Chattanooga regathers well beyond the wing, down along the touchline. Sorensen walks his way backwards even further as he hands it off to Kohler. Back forward goes Nathan. Rolled for the wing. Mangadov hits the brakes. A lot of pressure. He's going to cut to the inside as well, walking it towards the center of the pitch, and instead sent back to the midfield stripe. Chattanooga again to Kohler. He delivers to the backside of the circle. Huzakiewski is harassed, but able to keep possession for Chattanooga. Sarsar all the way to Jakupovic. Eldine skies this over the top midway through our 44th minute. Still scoreless, a clean sheet between Chattanooga and Crown Legacy, and knotted by Krell as it goes wide. Goal kick, Crown Legacy Football Club. A lot of action, a lot of back and forth. Waiting for a moment to see what to do. So that dishes it across to Neely. Out towards center field. And flicked back to Neely. Cleary on the close side. Wanted to go his way. Instead, it goes forward to Koulibaly. Crown Legacy Football Club tried to feed it for the final third. Intercepted by Chattanooga on the disrupt. Aired out over the top. Krell, a foot race to the ball. He'd be well offside, so has to allow the keeper to clear it. 45th minute, and time winding quickly. Now, I'm certain we'll see some added time on this first half with the water break and everything. A couple of minor disruptions. The question is how much. Sent long to Chagbu, who's got it on the close side, just beyond the wing. Back out front, Cleary. Given once, twice, back to Cleary. Chattanooga bringing some heat. Rolled behind center field in the stripe, Neely. Tries it across to Johnson. Cammed him there down the touchline for him on the left end of the pitch. Going forward through towards the wing. Left off on the corner of the 18. Out front of the area. CLFC sends it inside, and Huzakiewski clears this down the touchline for Chattanooga. CFC down through toward midfield and knocked off. 2 minutes of added time on half one as we'll continue to roll this back and forth. Just a moment before Crown Legacy gets us back underway. Tries to go forward, intercepted and returned to him. Chattanooga back in a defensive shell. Uchegbu takes it on the close side, just beyond the wing, walks it towards the edge of the area, out front toward the penalty arc. Uchegbu trying to step away from Chattanooga's defender, rolled across to the far side, and the aerial play is kept alive on the end line. Chattanooga disrupts, stolen from Cleary. CFC running down the touchline, has to hit the brakes. Sorensen sends it back to Kohler. Almost taken again, and we get the call against Crown Legacy. Just too much physicality for Hedzik. Going to be left by Kohler. Jakupovic is going to kick the ball. Eldine skies this. We've already played 1.25 minutes of stoppage time. Garcia takes it, banged into him in the wing, calling for it. We've got a player slow to rise at Sportsplex at Matthews. Neely is still down, and hopefully he's all right. Crown Legacy's man, it happened behind the play, didn't see what happened. Watching it back again on the replay. It doesn't look like anything happened. Hopefully he's all right. Almost a non-contact injury. I think he may have been trying to... I'm not sure if he had a non-contact injury, if he was trying to draw a call. It's odd. It was an odd one. It's an odd one. I guess it was so bad if he was trying to draw a call, I assume it was a non-contact injury, but he's staying in the match. I'm not sure what that was. It wasn't good. Halfway through the 48th minute, we played 2.5 of added time. They called for 2 minutes. And about to kick us back underway. Chattanooga is 10, 15 yards beyond the 18. Mengadov to do the honors. Robertson behind him. Garcia and Sorensen to his left. White kits sprinkled in front of him between himself and the sticks. This probably will be the last play. I'd be surprised if they let him play too much longer. Robertson takes it on the quick feed. Rolled through into the 18. Mengadov on the end line. Pitched out front. Nodded away by Crown Legacy. Chattanooga regathers out front of the penalty arc. Kuski rolled backward. Chattanooga to midfield. Farid Sarsar airs it out over the top. CFC gathered down in the wing. And we are blown dead for that collision and going to be sent to the locker room between Chattanooga and Crown Legacy FC. They might let him kick it one more time. Indeed, they will. One more kick, Crown Legacy, and that will do it. They let them kick it one more time. They call it for the half after a thrilling first half of action. A lot of really good scoring chances in that first half. Crown Legacy had some fantastic rushes. Chattanooga at the end really letting it all hang out and bringing a lot of heat against Crown Legacy, just able to get it done. Scoreless after 3/4 of an hour.
Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a Real ID. Because in order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a Real ID, or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your Real ID at tsa.gov/RealID. That's tsa.gov/RealID, or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
Hello, I'm Kevin, President of the Dementia Society of America. Request our free guide. It includes information on brain health checkups and much more. Go to 1-800-DEMENTIA.org or call 1-800-DEMENTIA. Your brain will thank you.
how can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning, they're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades, they're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater, becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Looking for something fun for the whole family? Chattanooga FC has you covered. Bring everyone out to Finley Stadium for a night full of energy, excitement, and so much to do. It's a place where fans of all ages can come together and be part of something special. From the first whistle to the final moment, there's always something happening. Make it a night to remember with Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Come on, Liam, let's go! Get open! Come on, go for it! Wake up! Wake up, Liam! Oh, come on, use your head! Gotta want it! Dominate!
There he goes again. Liam's dad yelling from the stands, trying to relive his glory days.
I know. We're just trying to have fun out here and play with our friends. Like, it's not that deep.
He seriously needs to get a grip.
Does he really think he's helping Liam play better?
I feel bad for Liam. I know he's embarrassed his dad ruins every game like this. I mean, I would be too.
Someone needs to tell him this isn't about him.
Yeah, stop trying to coach from the stands and just cheer.
That's what Liam wants.
That's what we all want.
Be your student's biggest fan, not their biggest critic. This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable, and together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. When I'm making a wide turn in my bus, I'll remember to be careful. Please give me plenty of space to finish my turn before you drive ahead. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
The moment happens fast. The replay lives here. NSBNsports.com brings you every highlight, every update, and every story that matters. From the biggest plays to the latest news, it's all right here on NSBN. Watch the top moments, catch the viral plays, stay ahead of every story. Follow at NSBN Sports across social media for highlights, clips, and real-time updates. Stay connected, stay in the game. At NSBN Sports across the web.
The action doesn't stop when the game ends. Stay connected with Chattanooga FC all season long. Follow along for highlights, behind-the-scenes moments, and exclusive content you won't find anywhere else. Catch the biggest plays, the best goals, and the stories that matter most. Be part of the conversation and stay close to the club every single day. Follow Chattanooga FC on social media and never miss a moment. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Meet Keith, loving dad, board game champ, bus driving pro.
I drive 65,000 miles in my bus each year. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like how there are some things I simply can't see. On my route the other day, a car tried to sneak past me and ends up right in my blind spot. I turned slowly, so accident avoided. But no car should be in the blind spot for a 40,000-pound bus. It's our roads. It's our safety.
Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
Rep your club. Rep your city. Chattanooga FC gear is the perfect way to show your pride every day. From t-shirts and hats to scarves and more, there's something for every fan. Whether you're at the match or out around town, you can wear the badge with pride. Stand out in the crowd and be part of the movement that makes this club special. Gear up today and take Chattanooga FC with you wherever you go. Shop now and represent Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
When I started school sports, I didn't know who I wanted to be. I just wanted to play.
But looking back, I developed character, resilience, and integrity. And now I'm settled in a career. I'm a leader to my own kids and my community. I know who I am and where I belong, and it started with school sports. I found my place. Find yours.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. When I'm driving my truck, I'll remember to check my mirrors for smaller vehicles. And when you're on the road, try to avoid lingering in my blind spots. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Another teenager, victim to fake pills bought from social media. This doesn't seem like a drug deal, but it definitely is. Should buying prescription pills be that easy? Many fake pills contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. So listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real. Brought to you by USPTO and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Do you know a veteran in need? Nation's Finest, through the VA's Supportive Services for Veteran Families program, helps veterans and their families struggling with rent, employment, and other housing-related costs. Today, Nation's Finest operates more than 30 locations in California, Arizona, and Nevada, helping thousands of veterans every year. Visit nationsfinest.org or call 1-833-468-9676. That's 1-833-468-9676.
Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a real ID. Because in order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID, or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your real ID at tsa.gov/realid. That's tsa.gov/realid, or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
Hello, I'm Kevin, President of the Dementia Society of America. Request our free guide. It includes information on brain health checkups and much more. Go to 1-800-DEMENTIA.org or call 1-800-DEMENTIA. Your brain will thank you.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning, they're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades. They're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater: becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The last class of the day for my student athletes isn't English, science, or math. It's school sports, where the #1 priority is teaching, just like every other classroom. As their coach, I help them grow as leaders and become better people, preparing them for the game and, more importantly, for life. That's why the best wins are the lessons they learn, which will impact them long after their playing days are over. Encourage your student to participate in school sports.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Looking for something fun for the whole family? Chattanooga FC has you covered. Bring everyone out to Finley Stadium for a night full of energy, excitement, and so much to do. It's a place where fans of all ages can come together and be part of something special. From the first whistle to the final moment, there's always something happening. Make it a night to remember with Chattanooga FC. ChattanoogaFC.com.
Come on, Liam, let's go! Get open! Come on, go for it! Wake up! Wake up, Liam! Oh, come on, use your head! Gotta want it! Dominate!
There he goes again. Liam's dad yelling from the stands, trying to relive his glory days.
I know. We're just trying to have fun out here and play with our friends. Like, it's not that deep.
He seriously needs to get a grip.
Does he really think he's helping Liam play better?
I feel bad for Liam. I know he's embarrassed his dad ruins every game like this. I mean, I would be too.
Someone needs to tell him this isn't about him.
Yeah, stop trying to coach from the stands and just cheer.
That's what Liam wants.
That's what we all want.
Be your student's biggest fan, not their biggest critic. This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable, and together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.
As a referee, I pay attention for a living. While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands. If you see something suspicious, make the right call. Tell a law enforcement official.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. When I'm making a wide turn in my bus, I'll remember to be careful. Please give me plenty of space to finish my turn before you drive ahead. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
The moment happens fast. The replay lives here. NSBNsports.com brings you every highlight, every update, and every story that matters. From the biggest plays to the latest news, it's all right here on NSBN. Watch the top moments, catch the viral plays, stay ahead of every story. Follow at NSBN Sports across social media for highlights, clips, and real-time updates. Stay connected, stay in the game. At NSBN Sports across the web. This is the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNsports.com.
Delivered perfectly to the back of the net.
Now we go back to Gabriel Schrei for more live coverage.
Welcome back to North Carolina. It is Pro Side Soccer.
Chattanooga taking on Crown Legacy as we welcome you into our second half. Underway quickly. And sent to the end line where this is going to be banged out of play. Tried to connect down on the edge of the pitch, just couldn't find him. So after the long feed, it's intentionally knotted off. Well played by Crown Legacy. It gives Chattanooga an early corner to start this second half. Still scoreless. Already done with the 46th minute as we've rolled into the 47th. Glad you're with us for live coverage of Pro Side Soccer. I'm Gabriel Schrei. After the corner is sent in and the edge of play down near the corner, it's rolled outside of the wing. Way back toward midfield, Chattanooga skies this to the 18. Trying to find Garcia. He's got it down in the far wing. Wants to work his way into the area. It's stolen away, and Neely going to end up with possession after fighting it away from him. Chattanooga can't cut this feed off from the 18 out toward midfield. Gathered up and on the move. Here come Crown Legacy Football Club. Working his way forward. Berchamis pushes it towards the 18. Chattanooga disrupted. Farid leaves it off for Eldin, who skies this one away. At midfield, nodded backward. Taken down by Crown Legacy. Neely from the center field circle to the far touchline. There's CLFC. Crown Legacy pushed it for the end line. Entry feed goes wide. A sigh of relief for Chattanooga. Eldin couldn't get a glove onto it. It rolled all the way through the 6, just feet in front of the sticks. My goodness. Beautiful delivery. Crown Legacy looking to keep it going. Aaron John off the throw-in. Long ball knotted away by Chattanooga. Neely tackles it away from a Chattanoogan. Long Ben skies off of the field. 48th minute, scoreless Chattanooga goal kick. Chattanooga working from left to right in the second half, wearing their road blues, sky blue if you will. At home in white with dark accents, Crown Legacy Football Club. Sent long over the top, and Chattanooga going to take it up at midfield. Long bend for the end line. CFC's got it down into the area and blown dead as Garcia tries to cut it backward. A lot of contact. Neely goes down, and it's enough to draw the whistle. That means Crown Legacy will take over with the football. Taking a look at the stats at the half, this one has been really back and forth. Pretty good battle between these two so far. Chattanooga really holding their own against the top team in MLS Next Pro to this point in the season. CFC running 4 on the back line, 4 in midfield, and just 2 up front tonight. A standard 4-3-3 with that loaded roster for Crown Legacy Football Club. Ball skeeted through midfield and rolled off right in front of us. It's going to be thrown back in. Chattanooga with it. Eves is going to help us work left to right. Chattanooga FC taking their time throwing it in as we enter the 50th minute. 7 shots for CLFC, 6 for Chattanooga. Taken down, Barker John banged away by the attacker. Berchamis forces him to lose the football. Shots on goal, 1-0, as Chattanooga has just 1. None yet on paper for Crown Legacy. Really feels like they've had some high-quality scoring chances to me. Blocked shots, 5-3, Crown Legacy. Total passes, 265 for the Carolina side, 185 for the side from Tennessee. And the pass accuracy, 86% for CLFC, Chattanooga just 74. Pushed forward by Crown Legacy from midfield. Looking for another pass, tries to find Berchamis, and it's misdirected. Regathered by Crown Legacy all the way back towards the stripe. Cleary goes for the area, and it's intercepted by Chattanooga. Crow leaves it off for help at the center field stripe, and his target is run down by Koulibaly, who suffers the yellow card. Not surprised to see that. Shows the yellow right away. That was pretty aggressive by Koulibaly. Just took Chattanooga's man to the turf as we played 5 minutes in the second half, and we're still scoreless. Koulibaly shown the yellow booked, and we are getting set to resume. Chattanooga with possession just beyond center field will put us back underway. CFC doesn't like what they see in front of them. Instead, return backwards toward the keeper, who hauls it in. Jakupovic back to midfield. Ping-pongs around and finally comes to rest as Crown Legacy possesses. It's the man who has just carded Koulibaly. Koulibaly doesn't like that. Sent forward and collected again by Crown Legacy. Berchamis cuts to the end line and it's banged off. Chattanooga sends it off intentionally. Cut that off down along the end line. Got a boot onto it. It rolls off up towards the building behind the goal. And now to be sent in from the corner. Crown Legacy rolls this down the end line. It's gathered inside of the 18. Aaron John gets it right back. Around Mangarov, gathered out front. Bent over the top to the 6 and gloved down there by Eldin Jakupovic. Big man makes the big play as he'll boot this long through midfield. Chattanooga free and running. It's going to be a bit too long as their man can't run it down. Crown Legacy will take back over with possession. Good look on the long ball. Around the league, Miami and Huntsville battling right now, and they're early in the second half as well. It's 3-1. Huntsville leads Miami. ATX and VCFC in the 11th minute. Already final. Yesterday, Toronto took down Philly 1-0. St. Louis City 2. Overcoming TAC 2-1. Tomorrow in match play, Portland and NTX. LAFC in San Jose. New York City in Connecticut. Red Bulls 2 in Cincinnati. As we're back underway in our match. Sent long by Crown Legacy toward midfield. Left off all the way from midfield down to the attacking third. Berchamis takes it, trying to get around Chayap, and he is tackled down perfectly along the end line. And that's goal kick. Well done by Yves Chayap. Chayap is having the week of his life. Looked good last week. Rolled into the Open Cup match. Scored against Atlanta United. And now looking good on the road in North Carolina against Crown Legacy. Aired out by the keeper. Jakupovic sees this knotted back toward him. Huzakiewski tries to connect. Rejected aerial play. Pinballed around, taken down by Aaron John. Hits the e-brake just beyond the circle and sends it long across to the far side and cleared away from Crown Legacy. Almost had the connection. Crown Legacy will try a long roping feed that bounces toward the end line. Their man is cut down in the call against Chattanooga. And they're going to let Chattanooga take possession. And it'll end up being goal kick for Jakupovic. CFC. In front of Berchamis, it's going to be cleared away by Jakupovic. Eldin gets to midfield, finds Huzakiewski, who's harassed, and the long ball winds off of the turf. Couldn't get the connection he was looking for. Nice long feed. Going to be taken back over. Thrown in. Trying to work this forward, and from midfield, it's going to be Crown Legacy. Long ball for CLFC down to the area, and that's offside. Too much sauce on the ball. Berchamis sent it all the way down. Looking for that final connection. Able to get hooked up with Camden, but immediately blown dead. Eldine to the edge of the 18-yard box. He'll put us back underway. Jakupovic sent out through midfield, nodded backward. Huzakuski bent long in the 56th minute. We're still scoreless. Chattanooga beyond center field in the stripe. Returned away from the attacking man. Mendoza couldn't get to it in time. CFC heeled through, it rolls over the touchline. Good heeled feed by Chattanooga. Instead, Crown Legacy will take over with the ball. Thrown long by CLFC. Pinballed through the air and looking to volley that pass over the stripe. Pinged off a man, returned by Mendoza. Aaron John with it. Pursued by Krell and Chattanooga. They're 20 yards behind center field. Walking forward towards it, Neely. Over the stripe and down into the attacking third goes CLFC. Crown Legacy cutting it to the inside. Winding, rolling pass. Aaron John leaves it in front of the 18. Banged off of East Chiap. Going to be regathered, and back with it is Berchamus in the corner for Crown Legacy. Nymphos rolled back to Mendoza. Koulibaly centers. Harass. Neely gives it off to Johnson. And all the way to Saret, the keeper. 58th minute, scoreless. Taken up again by Crown Legacy. It's Aaron John. Crown Legacy rolls this over the top of the turf grass. CLFC airs it out long for the 18. Going to be called offside. Thought he had that one. He clearly thought he had that one. Longway gets on top of it and immediately blown dead by Hadzik, our referee. It's going to be a kick. Scoreless, 58th minute is about to come to a close between these two. Almost a third of the way done with our second half. It's the number 1 team in MLS Next Pro and Crown Legacy, Chattanooga, number 5 in the table. Stolen away by Chattanooga at midfield. Taking their time, working it backward, and rolled to the keeper. Eldine Jakupovic. Sent over the top to the close side. Stolen right back by Crown Legacy. Delivered to the keeper, and it's going to bang off of Chattanooga's man, who is lying on the turf, and we get the whistle. Here comes Hadzik. Mangodov still down. Mangodov was running after the ball. Took a shot maybe in the solar plexus. It was hammered by Saret, hit him right in the chest. And he goes down immediately and is still lying on the grass. Hadzik, the referee, comes to him right away to check on him. And they're going to give him a moment to recover.
Game day in my house is everything. I get out of class, I grab my gear, and get to the game because I can't wait. And my dad, he does the same thing. He's a high school sports official. He makes the tough calls, stays cool under pressure, and knows ball like nobody else. I want to be just like him. You can too. Sign up at highschoolofficials.com.
This is the National Sports Broadcast Network. Free and live sports from NSBNsports.com.
Delivered perfectly to the back of the net.
Now we go back to Gabriel Schrei for more live coverage.
Back at Sportsplex at Matthews between Crown Legacy and Chattanooga FC, where we are scoreless and about to roll over the 1 hour mark between these two sides. Can't believe it's still a clean sheet. We've seen some really quality scoring chances, and it's been a fun back and forth battle. Couple of changes coming for Crown Legacy. I'll update you on those in just a moment. At midfield, Crown Legacy with the ball coming out of that injury break. Mangadov came out of the match, so hopefully he's all right. Crown Legacy just beyond the circle, looking to get into the attacking third. Flicked back and forth, rolling this around. Johnson on top of the ball, sends it along for the 18. Cleared away by Chattanooga, but regathered beyond the wing by Crown Legacy. The North Carolina side, working it back and forth, circulated back to the wing. He's got it and cut down as we get the flag right away. I think we could see Chattanooga's man be booked, and he is. A yellow card shown to Chattanooga FC on the back. Watching this again, he definitely caught him. Got him right in the ankle. Maybe not intentional, but no ball, all leg and boot. Chattanooga cuts down one of the Carolinians, and what a scoring chance on the set piece. They are 2, maybe 3 yards back, directly halfway down the 18 in the far wing, on the right side of the sticks if you're facing the goal. We're talking maybe 25, 30 feet back. What a chance for Crown Legacy. Sabatic is standing just in front of the 6. He's one of the couple that just came on. Small's also in the match now for Crown Legacy. Here's the kick, and it's cleared away immediately by Chattanooga. We're into the 63rd minute, back near midfield, regathered by Crown Legacy, and rolled back to the keeper. So that on top of the ball, Crown Legacy working it back and forth in front of the stripe and ready to get back onto the attack. Sent forward, down to the wing on the far side, up the touchline, bent over the top from the corner of the area, and the bicycle goes wide right of the stick. A bicycle kick delivered by Crown Legacy, unable to finish that. Good strike of the ball inside. Bongway was right there and got it around Farid Sarsar. Eldin Jakupovic didn't even flinch. He knew that would go wide. Sorensen, the one who suffered the yellow card for Chattanooga, playing down deep in the wing. Now back underway as Eldin will sky this beyond midfield. Chattanooga tags it up on the edge of the attacking third. Into the wing on the far side. Centering ball. Knocked away. Regathered by Chattanooga. A howitzer sails over the top of the crossbar. That thing's out of here as Starret will deliver goal kick. So that kicks it across, and now working it back and forth. Forward goes Crown Legacy. Tag back and forth between the keeper and the back line. Johnson and Sadet playing pitch and catch. He's going right back to the other side. Neely, his turn to do the same thing. Johnson takes it up. Not making any progress forward. Burning as much time as they can, working it out of there. Now roped across toward the center field stripe. Taken by Crown Legacy through into the Chattanooga side, and it's a sliding tackle. Banged through all the way back to the area by Chattanooga. Misfired on a feed. CFC lets it roll off. They'll throw in Barker John down on the attacking third just beyond the wing. Damien gets it right back on a quick pass. And blown dead by our official who wants some substitutions to come onto the pitch. Tate Robertson coming out of the match for Chattanooga FC. Isaiah Jones will replace him in midfield. The veteran from Ohio is out. We'll also see Anthony Garcia come off of the pitch for Chattanooga. He's going to be replaced by Keegan Ansel, the striker out of West Florida. One of the very best players in America collegiately his senior year. An absolute menace and a talent that Chattanooga has been trying to get tweaked to their liking for a long time. He is deadly with the ball when he's free. Roped behind midfield by CFC, delivered all the way back to the edge of the 18. Bent long down to the far side of the touchline in front of the press box. Chattanooga cutting it forward through midfield and kept alive by CFC. Gathered quickly, Chattanooga driving down the close touchline. Eves has got the ball. Chiap leaves it off for the 18-yard box. Anselin backside, knotted out of the 6 by Crown Legacy. Rolled away, Chattanooga back to it in the 66th minute. Left off on the end line, down in the final third. Calling for it, and Chattanooga will get the call. Beautiful defensive effort by Crown Legacy on that first rush. Still scoreless. 66 minutes gone. We're in the 67th. Crown Legacy defending their home turf, Sportsplex at Matthews in North Carolina. Chattanooga drawing a call seconds ago. They're going to deliver a corner. Kitts loading up down inside of the 18. 4 Navy, 7 White. Sadet the keeper between the sticks for Crown Legacy. Chattanooga rolls it to the edge of the wing on the far side. Out front of the 18. Played through for the 6, and it's taken away from Parker John. Almost cleared by the Carolinian. Run down, no call. Ball still alive. Chattanooga's got it. Anselin twisting and turning. Healed through for Parker John at the end line. Chattanooga hits the brakes. They walk it back towards the corner. CFC on top of the ball. It's blown dead by Hadzik, our referee, and Chattanooga will keep it. Chaos in North Carolina. This is the number 1 team in MLS Next Pro defending their home turf against Chattanooga. Sent in, thrown long for the 6. Popped out. The floater is almost collected by Crown Legacy. CLFC wants to work it away from their 18. Stolen by Chattanooga and blown dead by Hadzik. The referee says, no, that's a Crown Legacy football. Neely will collect, and the free kick for CLFC. The North Carolinians able to maintain possession as we're still scoreless. Back to Sadet, the keeper. Pro Side Soccer live from North Carolina. Down the touchline through midfield, gathered by Berchamus. Hits the brakes around Anselin, and as he's 20 yards beyond center field, roping feet across, pinballs through vacant space to Chattanooga. Tries to send it through midfield. A second attempt to pass it. Stolen away by Crown Legacy. The North Carolina side, down the sideline, is going to go wide and off the pitch. Turning it over to Chattanooga FC. Back and forth battle so far. We played quite a bit of this match already. Thrown in long for midfield, and this is going to be popped off. Chattanooga trying to maintain possession. No call. Everybody wanted one there. Sent over the top to Eves. Chiap's got it. 9 shots for Crown Legacy, 7 for Chattanooga. 1 shot on goal, just Chattanooga with that 1 shot. Block shots are 7-3 Crown Legacy. The Carolina side, 355 passes to the 237 of the Tennessee side. And the efficiency in favor of Carolina's side as well, 85.6%, 73% for Chattanooga. Anselin almost steals it away at midfield, but it's going to be controlled and delivered to the keeper, Sadet, by Crown Legacy. Well played by Cleary. Johnson there as well on that back line for Crown Legacy. The Carolina side, 69 minutes gone. We're into the 70th. Hits the brakes just beyond midfield. Mendoza. Flicked down the stripe. Aaron John now. John forward. A little bit too much sauce as he'll return it to Johnson. Wants to push it through. Delivered to the backside of the circle. Bent over the top by Koulibaly, and he misfired. Chattanooga will have possession from in front of their own bench. Richard Dixon leading the way for Chattanooga. He was a great star for Chattanooga Football Club. Had his time with an MLS expansion side back in the day, and then also played in USL Championship. Long career professionally, 16,000 minutes played, believe it or not. It was a star for CFC, one of the longest tenured members of the roster in club history, before retiring and joining the club as a coach and named interim head coach at the beginning of this season. He's a fan favorite, a community favorite. Regathered on the backside by Crown Legacy. They'll sky it over the top. Eves comes down with it. Stolen away by Berchamus. Now Mendoza after it. Husakiewski stripped it off. Chattanooga to midfield. Trying to circulate this forward and harassed from all directions. Able to stay on top of the ball. Chattanooga pitches it over the top. Crown Legacy pierces the possession and takes this back. Left off long, down for the wing on the far side. Centering ball, too much sauce as it's going to roll harmlessly through the 18. And we've got a call on the backside. Hadzik showing a yellow to Chattanooga and a red card. A red card shown to Chattanooga's Sorensen. They'll be down a man for the final few minutes of this match. Oh no! Oh no for Chattanooga. And watching it back on the replay, absolutely no way he should have been carded for that. That's just horrible. Wow, that is a bad call. I know it's stressful. I know it's hard to keep pace. You're chasing someone down at the end of the pitch. You're behind the play. You're trying to keep control of things. It's a guy you've talked to. But man, if you're not sure and you know throwing a red card is going to send off a man, I don't know. You got to be sure to make that call. Hadzik, woo, card happy and awards the penalty to Crown Legacy Football Club. Terrible. Oh no. That is just awful. A penalty for Crown Legacy. Crown Legacy has selected Bungway. He stands on top of the ball. The 42-year-old Jakupovic between the sticks. The signal. Crown Legacy's man chops, walks, fires to the right, and he gets it to go. The number one club in MLS Next Pro leads Chattanooga in North Carolina on what, frankly, I think was a terrible call. Terrible, terrible call. Yikes. That is the worst card I've seen thrown all year. I think I've done 36 matches already. Wow, that was really bad. And I'm looking at the replay again right now. Awful call. That should not have been a card at all. Yikes, that is just heinous. And so the penalty makes it 1-0 Crown Legacy FC. Whew, that's a bad one. Scott Van Pelt could probably put that one on not top 10. We're about to get back underway. Chattanooga will have the football, and they're trailing after a ghastly penalty. Is that what would you call that? A ghost penalty? Paranormal? I don't know. There's a word for it. Sent long by Chattanooga off the kick. From behind center field, aired out. Anselin nods this forward. Chattanooga's crowd gathers it. They've got the football beyond the 18. Mangadov across. Chattanooga playing with 10 men. Centers this for the 6. Knocked away Crown Legacy. Mangadov across again, down to the edge of the wing. Chattanooga cuts it for the area. E-break wants to go back inside, and well played by Neely to force him to retreat. All the way to midfield. Now remember, Chattanooga, after the red card, playing with 10 men, 11 on 10, the number one team in MLS Next Pro. That big, powerful, expensive roster going to be hard for Chattanooga to compete with. The Tennessee side goes down the midfield stripe to the touchline. Driving forward, Chattanooga, good feed. Right back to him, Isaiah Jones can't collect, has to regather. Runs a half circle and back on the attack. Down the sideline, into the wing, banged off a defender and off. Corner coming for Chattanooga. Dire situation for a club that is off to a red-hot start to the season. Obviously, you don't expect to come in and do so great against the number one club in the league, but I think it's one thing. I think you could stomach a big loss if it's all clean and stand up and it just happens. It's hard when it's on an errant moment. Set from the corner and knotted away by Crown Legacy. Berchamas skies this over the top. 1.25 hours played, 1/4 of an hour to go in regulation. Still going, knotted back and forth. Berchamas again skying this from midfield, and now blown dead by a referee on a collision in front of the wing. Hadzik hit us with a phantom whistle a few moments ago and awarded a penalty to Crown Legacy that gave them the 1-0 lead as we're midway through our 76th minute. Chattanooga is playing down a man, short a body. 11 on 10, Crown Legacy with the advantage. And Hadzik seems confused. He's calling for medical staff. Standing in front of one of the Crown Legacy backliners. It's Johnson he's standing with. Calls of the ball and going to delay the game until they take Anselin off because of what he perceives to be a necessary medical procedure. I'm assuming that maybe he fell to the turf and he was thinking, hey, we got to protect his head. I've seen him send off a player already for evaluation. Surprised to see it there because Anselin was up so quickly. And who knows, maybe there's something that, we can't hear. We're not down there on the pitch that Hadzik is making decisions based off of, but that seems odd as well. So the change for Chattanooga comes. Krell is going to check out of the match, and he'll be replaced by Michael Jordan. Not that Michael Jordan. Jordan comes on in the 77th minute for Chattanooga. I'm going to tell you something. There isn't a Michael Jordan on the roster. So that's not good. They gave us the signal and put it in the stat book as Michael Jordan. But there is no Michael Jordan on the roster. So I don't know how that even showed up in the software. Koulibaly is going to be replaced by Longo for Crown Legacy, which is correct. They do have Longo on the roster. And we're back underway between Chattanooga and Crown Legacy. Kicked away by the North Carolina side. Aaron John skies this over the top for Crown Legacy Football Club. Taken down deep in the wing, and he lost it as Chattanooga takes back over with possession. And it looks like we'll get a correction statistically. It's Stevie Luis Jean. They've got him marked as 6, but he's always worn 15. He's in one stat book as 15 and one as 6. 79th minute arrives. It's 1-0 Crown Legacy. They're playing with a man advantage, 11 on 10. Crown Legacy back and forth behind center field in the stripe. Roped through by Aaron John. Good connection. Forward goes the North Carolina side. Around Hughes-Akuski. Dangerous moment for Chattanooga. Left off on the edge of the 18 and poked away by CFC. Long, winding feed skeeters off into the CFC bench. Less than a quarter hour to play between these two sides in what has been a slugfest. Chattanooga has just had a week of taking a beating. Flipped across for Crown Legacy for midfield, down the sideline, all the way into the wing. Back out front, Aaron John from the penalty arc. Lets one off, and it goes wide left. Just missed the mark. So goal kick for Crown Legacy. Taken down just in front of the area. Can't be recollected. Chattanooga pushes this to the center field circle. Barker John's got it off and running. 3 on 5. Chattanooga down and all the way through to Surratt, who gathers. Almost pushed it through. Gloved by the keeper. And now pushed the other way. Sent long and not liking what they're seeing. Moved it all around. Back to the keeper again. Surratt rotates this forward outside of the area. Aaron John hits the brakes away from Chattanooga's man, Anselin, who's back in after being evaluated. 81st minute, less than 10 to go in regulation. Brakes hit. Backward for Crown Legacy, the North Carolina side. Beyond their own area. Flicked across the top of the turf. And now aired out long for the Carolinians, looking for Berchamus. It's going to bounce off. Thrown in quickly. Chattanooga back to their keeper, Eldine, all the way down to the left. Chattanooga looking to force a draw in North Carolina. From their own wing on the back third, skied down toward midfield. Pickpocketed, good pass, now 2. Dancing away, Aaron John to midfield. Threads a needle across to the far side, down on the edge of the wing. North Carolina's team, Crown Legacy, back out front of the area. Floats over the top of the grass, back to him. CLFC leaves it for the end line, out front of the 6, knocked away by Chattanooga. Regathered, aired down inside. Eves pushes this over, volleyed again for midfield, and it'll be regathered in a reset for Crown Legacy. Rolled across. Crown Legacy Football Club hands it off. Back again towards center field. CLFC's Aaron John. Good connection. And nothing doing. Crown Legacy back and forth. Neely tagged up, back line, back and forth they go, sweeping the ball over the top of the grass. 82nd about to become the 83rd minute. Ball is surged forward, now backward behind the circle. Swings this forward, just behind midfield. Going to bend a quick little gentle pass across. Long feed down the touchline into the wing. Berchamus, dribble, dribble, dribble. Feeds it for the inside, all the way through the 6. It's loose in the 18 still. Regathered, CLFC out front. Penalty arc, Aaron John, a blast. Goes over the top. And it remains 1-0 Crown Legacy as Aaron John thunders that one along. Almost finds the back of the net. What an opportunity. Instead, Chattanooga goal kick. And Eldine Jakupovic sends it long. If you're just getting with us, we're at Sportsplex at Matthews in North Carolina. It's Chattanooga and CLFC. 83rd minute has expired. Welcome to the 84th. It's 1-0, Crown Legacy leading Chattanooga, and Chattanooga is down a body. A red card thrown on Sorensen a long time ago. They've been playing short of man. That's also where the goal came from. It was a penalty. Big collision, and immediately the call, this time against Chattanooga. A yellow shown by Hadzik. Another card thrown by my man Hadzik late. And that definitely was deserved, watching the replay. A little handsy there, I'll admit, when he needs to throw him. Stevie Luis Jean hit with a yellow card. Following the yellow, Crown Legacy kicks us back underway. A 1-2. Rolled all the way back to Saret. On top of it, the keeper. Bounced that across. Quick skip. And another bounce pass back to the keeper again. Saret with the ball. 1-0, 85th minute. Crown Legacy leads, looking to close the door and take a 1-0 victory to remain unbeaten in league play. Looking good right now. Long feed from midfield, down the touchline on the close side. Berchamus tries to knife his way around Eves. Rolled through Chiap, down into the 18. Cuts to the inside. Shot deflected away by Chattanooga, and Aaron John floats it across to the backside, just on the corner of the area. Backwards again, Aaron John. Deflected through, glanced off a defender and left off on the edge of the area. Floater in front of the 6. Nobody there as it's a call of offside. 5 left to play in regulation. Good look trying to slip through and split the difference. Wanted to thread the needle down inside, unable to do so. Crown Legacy, another goal, obviously put this away. Chattanooga still plenty of time to put together a rush or two and score an equalizer to force the shootout. Berchamus is going to come out of the match, which surprising to me considering the amount of pressure he's brought. Maybe coach not liking the way he's handling the ball or the lack of amount of time he's spending on top of it. He'll be replaced by Magic Smalls. Smalls has some of the best hair in MLS Next Pro. Great looking fro. He's onto the pitch. It's 1-0 Crown Legacy. Sent long over the top, knocked backward. Chattanooga tries to go forward, and the collision draws a yellow against Smalls, who just checked in. Hadzik throws the yellow card. Immediately, the collision, Smalls bumped Chattanooga's man and draws the yellow. Following that, Chattanooga, the free kick. Sent long from midfield, knotted into the back of the area, but it's going to roll off. Looking for that last connection with Kohler. Kohler had broken for the end line. He was there, but not the sauce they needed, a bit wide on him. Flipped across. And not liking what they see ahead of them. Flick backward. Redirected over the top. Far sideline. Good tag up for Crown Legacy, the North Carolina side. Through traffic, it's Aaron John. Banged off a defender for Reed Sarsar. Chattanooga trying to steal it away. They're playing down a man. They've got 10 on the field. It's 1-0 Crown Legacy. Just a couple of minutes left in regulation. And Smalls has that roll off on him. Trying to say that stayed in play. Not going to get the call. Hughes-Akuski getting the change for Chattanooga. They're going to put on a fresh set of legs as they'll replace him with Colin Thomas, the new man. New, fresh face on this Chattanooga FC roster. Chattanooga throws in behind midfield. In trouble and dished across. Chattanooga rolls this down the touchline. It's tagged up. CFC's man run down. Keeps it. Tried to tackle him again, and the trip is enough to draw the call. Thrown backward toward midfield. Tagged up. Boys in blue. Centering feed in the 89th minute. Rolled across to Farid Sarsar. Smalls defends him. Cuts it to the inside. Farid, the Argentinian, skies this over beyond Colin Thomas. Taken down on the edge of the wing. Long ball over the top for the backside of the 6. Has too much sauce as it flies over the end line. And as we're about to enter our 90th minute, ball will be run down by Chattanooga's Argentinian center back, Farid Sarsar, who flicks it to Saret, and the keeper has goal kick. 90th minute has arrived. Now certain to see some stoppage time. The question is, how much? Crown Legacy rolls it through midfield. Chattanooga can't catch it. Eves sent on, shy up across. One connection, now two. Kohler away from the defender on the back line. Chattanooga behind center field. 90th minute, halfway gone. 1-0 Crown Legacy, the number 1 team in the league. Sent long over the top by Chattanooga on goal kick. Banged away, regathered at the midfield stripe. Smalls tries to cut it away from Farid Sarsar. Kicked across, gathered by their man, Crown Legacy. Sent back by Johnson to the keeper. Saret airs it out. That takes us through to 90 minutes, and now the call for stoppage time expected from the touchline, and they're going to call for 6 minutes of added time. Quite a bit on the end of this match. Chattanooga a chance to do something. Now they're playing down a man. They're playing with 10, after a red card a long time ago. Sedette comes out to greet the ball and slides through it as Colin Thomas is rushing into the 18. It's knocked off intentionally, but Chattanooga now will benefit with a corner. Stoppage time already moving quickly. Floated from the corner long, down into the area. It's knotted at, banged away, rolls out front of the 18-yard box. Down to the wing, Barker John cuts it for the end line, and he's run down. And the call coming from our referee, what a spot for the kick. What a spot for the kick. It couldn't be closer to being a penalty as he paints 6 inches outside of the area. Watching the replay. Oh, come on. Oh, absolutely brutal day for Chattanooga with the referee. Man, they get hit with a penalty on the other end. The red card sends them down a man. The goal is the only goal in the match against the number 1 team in the league. Now their man is fouled hard. Barker John, who scored a brace last weekend in league play. He's fouled on the line of the area, and instead they give him a free kick 6 inches outside. Wants to bend the call. Chattanooga stands on it. Referee Hadzik directing traffic down inside of the 18. Pressure building on Sedette. Bodies loaded up in the 6. We've already got 2 minutes of stoppage time gone. They called for 6. Again, Chattanooga shy a body. 11 on 10, Crown Legacy with the man advantage. Chattanooga from the side of the 18, bends it around the stick long. Sigh of relief for this Crown Legacy side, goal kick. Farid Sarsar goes to get the ball for Sedette. He leaves it off, Sedette will kick. 2.5 played of stoppage time, and Surratt going to do everything he can to waste some time. Kicked away by the Carolina side. Crown Legacy airs this out over the top. Dribbled in up top and playing for it. Chattanooga tries to take it, and the foul called against Chattanooga's man. Isaiah Jones suffers the call. And now the free kick from 15 yards beyond center field. Cleary selected to deliver. Rolled across to the touchline, forward toward the wing. Crown Legacy, he cuts to the inside, and it's poked away by Chattanooga. Now the floater is going to be hauled in behind the center field stripe, roped across for Chattanooga. Jones, long ball, they're through. Barker John has help on the inside, streaks into the 18, knocked away, and calling for this to be the kick for Crown Legacy. Farid Sarsar goes and gets the ball for Surratt to try and speed it up. As time is winding and added time, they called for 6 minutes of stoppage time. We played 4. Sedette kicks it underway. Anselin up there. Sarsar in the way as well. Bent around. Loose on the edge of the wing over the top of Eves. Skied down to Smalls. Crown Legacy midway from their own back third to midfield. Taken away by Chattanooga. The Argentinian Sarsar inside for the spot. Knotted away with a helmeted play. Crown Legacy tries to clear this. Anselin will gather in front of the area. Keegan back to Eves. Chiup back to Kagan, and Anselin finds Farid on the edge of the wing. Anselin's tackled inside of the 18, no call, an elbow thrown to the face. Crown Legacy running away from the 18-yard box. Long, winding feed forward. Bongway's got it down into the 18-yard box against Kohler, got around him and goes down, and it's goal kick. We played 5 minutes in stoppage time. They called for 6. And Eldin Jakupovic will kick us back underway. skied out of there by Eldine in Chattanooga. Knotted from midfield. And set across by Neely. Hauled in by Smalls. He's looking forward to the center field stripe. 5.5 played of our 6 of stoppage time. Chattanooga takes it away. Rolled for the 18. Colin Thomas tries to finesse this around the boots of a defender. It's intercepted by Crown Legacy. Floater for the North Carolina side. Pinballed into possession. Crown Legacy all the way down the sideline for the wing. Still streaking against Isaiah Jones as he's disrupted, and Chattanooga takes back over. CFC shy a body in the waning moments of stoppage time. Collision and the call. Hadzik. And we've got pushing and shoving down on the pitch as players come together. And words being exchanged as Hadzik is continuing to try and talk them out of this. Jakupovic is trying to split everybody up. Look at that. How about Eldine Jakupovic? The goalkeeper of Chattanooga comes out and says, hey, let me do your job for you, and cleans this up. And he sends everybody back to the bench. That's going to take us to full time. They're going to call it. Full time in North Carolina. Wow. Wow. I will tell you, tomorrow would be a rough day on our morning talk show if this were a major metro market. Chattanooga plays lights out, fights to the end, and just a bad call delivered the penalty. Bad call. I don't care if he thought that was the right call. I don't care if he just missed it. Bad call gives a penalty to Crown Legacy. They score on that. Chattanooga goes down a man, and CLFC hangs on to that 1-0 advantage to full time. Tough way to lose. Appreciate you being with us. Be sure to follow Chattanooga FC on social media. Chattanooga FC, live, free broadcast of all their matches. I'm Gabe Schry saying so long for Crown Legacy, Chattanooga, and all the fans. Maybe better luck next time.
Today's broadcast presentation is the property of the National Sports Broadcast Network and NSBNsports.com. This broadcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or distributed in any form without the express written consent of NSBN. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. For permissions or licensing, please contact NSBN. We appreciate you tuning in.